had to. And they asked him again, and finally, after istikhara, he agreed, and they allowed the first ones to be assembled like that. That's the truth. He only lived a couple years, about 2.5 years after that. Did you know that? Then he died. Radiallahu anhu. And then, before he died on his deathbed, he ordered a piece of property to be sold that he had, and money given back to the Baitul Mal for what he had received as a stipend for being the Khalifa. So ultimately, he never received a real dime. He didn't keep anything that he got from the Baitul Mal while he was Khalifa. Did you know that? And the last thing of all he did, he appointed the next Khalifa. Because there was quite a discussion about who's going to be the Khalifa when he came in. A lot of people didn't want him to be the Khalifa. They didn't think he was going to have the heart and the strength to fight against some of the problems they had. They were surprised, by the way, when he became the Khalifa, because immediately he sent an army out to go collect the zakat, so some people weren't going to pay anymore. They went, whoa, all right. He's got it together. Whoa, we didn't think he had it. All right, they become happy, very happy. But so he appointed the next Khalifa. How many of you knew that? Yeah. Who did he appoint? Omar ibn Khattab. Right? Now during his time, anybody know some bidah that happened during his time? Anybody? What? I can't hear you. Tarawih. Anybody know another one? Wait a minute. What? Wait, behind you. You know what happened? I just realized why they have those microphones out here. I can't hear up here. What did you say? Just go back to the microphone and tell me. Go back to the microphone so I can hear you.
There was a new innovation of praying Qiyam Namaz. That was 20 rakats. Making with
you're talking about Tarawih. We're not talking about Tarawih. I said something else. Something else.
Women were discouraged to go to the mosque.
They were? That's the first I heard that. I'd like to read that in some authentic narration.
I've heard.
No, but I'm saying for real though. Anybody ever heard this one? Actually, let me tell you what I did hear. I heard, in fact, that a woman spoke back to Omar. How could she do that? If she is at home, she must have had a microphone. Okay. Does anybody know another one?
He started a permanent army for the first time.
What?
Permanent army.
Akhi?
Army.
Huh? Army?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm talking about bid'ah. That's not necessarily bid'ah. That's a military decision. Talking about something to do with ibadah. Something to do with ibadah, worship. Anybody?
He made khutbah before Jummah. I made a khutbah pre-pon before Salah. Before then Jummah.
Okay, the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did too, so that's immaterial.
Okay.
That wouldn't be a bid'ah. You're right, but the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also there's a narration about that. It's in the book
doing
by
tasbih on the
Jamal
stones.
Zarabozo, he mentioned about that.
Doing tasbih on the stones, counting.
Doing tasbih on stones.
Yeah. By group, making a...
Omar did that?
Not Umar.
Huh? I'm asking about Omar. Only about Omar.
Is it that he ordered for a second azan for Jummah?
Nope. You're getting warm though. Okay, the answer is, again, the Quran in his time. because it comes that in each, the first three khulafa, that because the Quran really wasn't written that much. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, most of the people understood Quran only means recitation. They didn't need anything written down. They understood it and they memorized it. It was very easy for them to memorize the Quran. Very easy. The only thing that slowed them down for the Sahabi was that they didn't want to memorize it unless they were acting upon it. That was the only thing that ever slowed anybody down. It wasn't that they couldn't memorize it. They just said, I want to have it practiced in my life. Because I don't want the Quran to be a witness against me on the Day of Judgment. I want to practice what I preach, basically. You follow that? Okay. And that's, I'm going to move forward though, because I'm going to keep the time short. I'm just going to jump real quick. Uthman, at the time of Uthman, what was any bidah that came in now?
The Quran was again made in the form of a book. Nine books were made because during one battlefield, many Sahabas were killed.
Yeah.
In 25 Sahabas.
Actually, not just the fact they're Sahaba, the fact that they were people that memorized the whole Quran. They had the whole Quran. But you're right. Yeah. Anybody give me another one? Time of Uthman, something else. You have to come up here to this so I can hear you.
The Quran was compiled in Quraysh, the language of the Quraysh, and the other ones were burnt.
No, he got the right answer on the Quran, but you're close. Go ahead. Somebody tell me.
Hello. Quran was in 7 lyrics. It was composed in one of the Arabian style of writing.
Well, there is one, if you want to use the word style,
yes.
It's called Hafs. How many of you know about Hafs? There's Warsh, there's Hafs. Actually, there are 7, but those are called Sahih. Well, then there are more. There are 5 more after that, making a total of 13. Because like the Quran, like Hadith, has chain of narrators, and it's different style of recitation. Now, let me give you a sample of what I'm talking about. Okay, wait a minute. You're standing here. Go ahead. What did you have?
He kept one half and destroyed the other things.
Nah, that's not right. That's not exactly how it came. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Let me give you the other one that happened. It was never 2 adhans at the time of Jum'ah until the time of Uthman. Somebody was just saying it, but you said it for the wrong person. You said for Omar. It was for Uthman, radiallahu anhu, ibn Affan. He, radiallahu anhu, had an experience that at his time, the Muslims were really getting rich. They had so much business, so much traffic, because everybody was going to Medina now, to the city. Medina is the city. It used to be called Yathrib. Everybody's going up there because that's the new center of what's happening, baby. I mean, seriously. All the caravans and everything, they still go to Mecca, but man, there's something happening in Medina. And there was a lot of business. And you know how we are, right? We love Allah. We love to pray. We love to go for Jummah. We love money too. And he knew that they were waiting till the last minute. And some of them, they weren't coming in until, you know what? He's giving the khutbah. And he didn't have a microphone like this that he could raise his voice and everybody would say, oh, there's something going on over there. He was talking like this. That's all he had to work with. So no way they're going to hear him. So what he instituted was a second adhan. The second one was to say that the imam is sitting on the mimbar. Get your little Muslim self in there and listen. Shut down the businesses, stop the tijara, and get in there. Okay? That's what the second adhan was for. So I'm going to tell you why this is kind of funny. Because I'm in a prison, right? In the States. And I'm watching the brothers in there doing 2 adhans. Now they come in, we assemble, they let them come out for 1 hour, and we assemble, and right away one wants to do the adhan. Okay, good, he does the adhan. Pray 2 rak'ah.